We better get back, 'cause it'll be dark soon, and they mostly come at night. Mostly.
Alright guys, Red here. Welcome back to another episode of Starfield Mods. Yep, that's what we're going to call it. Just Starfield Mods. Imaginative. Accurate. Insightful even. Just like the last episode, I've been picking through the r/Starfield Mods Reddit, looking for traces of any planned work and ideas so that I can further mainline all the Starfield hype straight into my brain. In that endeavour I've encountered a few more nuggets of info and tantalising tidbits that might pique everyone's interest. First up on the block we have the Warthog. Now, we have to rein in our expectations here a little because we don't actually know if something like this might even be possible. From what we can gather so far, when you fly down to the surface you will load up an area of a planet that you can explore. We still don't know, and in fact it's possibly unlikely, that you will be able to just keep walking to the next world chunk, say. Even if you can't, however, then I'd still be happy getting to spawn this thing and drive it around the loaded section of the map. The only thing I can think of that would cause an issue with that is the speed at which the assets can be loaded up, versus the speed you're travelling in the vehicle. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe there's someone watching who's a bit more experienced with this sort of thing, and they will be able to let us know if they think this can be done. Next up, I got to talking to a guy called Captain Collybud, and this was in the thread looking at Interstellar mods being possible. Captain Collybud said they are currently working on a Case and TARS mod from Interstellar, and in fact they have already started work getting the 3D models ready in Blender. Guys, without a word of a lie, this would be an absolute dream come true. I don't know how possible it would be for the other things mentioned in the thread to become a reality, such as some of the planets and characters appearing as a quest line of sorts, but at the very least, please give me Case and TARS. The images shown on the screen, by the way, are not from the mod offer, and were from a guy called SK, and you can find his work in ArtStation, and the link is in the description. And on the off chance that you don't know who Case and TARS is, they were these really cool looking robots from the movie Interstellar that provided the humans with whatever assistance they were needing, be that rescued, piloting, or general manual labour tasks. Basically, they're the perfect idea for a companion in Starfield, and if this gets added, I will be the happiest guy alive. The mod we're going to talk about next was an absolute revolution to the modding community, and one of the most requested. That would be Starfield Together Reborn. Now let me just say right off the bat that one of the developers for the Skyrim Reborn have said that although likely possible, it won't be getting done by them. Skyrim Together Reborn was the mod that allowed multiplayer co-op gameplay in Skyrim basically. It was a really cool idea, and since then I've seen it in another few games. Elden Ring was one of them as well, and it really inserted a vastly different way to play the game. And basically, there's two ways that we can take this bit of information. A, it was really difficult and a pain in the ass to do, and doing it for a much more modern game is likely to be a monumental task. And B, the other way that you can take that is, they still said it was possible. Now, I know which part I heard. However, I did notice a lot of people pushing back against the idea in the comments, in the sense that it's happening in a lot of games nowadays. Like I said, even Elden Ring had a mod that made it co-op, and some folks are maybe feeling a little push that if it becomes too popular it might threaten the existence of single player games being the focus of big development studios. I don't have any issue with it. I think it only adds stuff after the fact, but maybe they have a point. Let me know your opinions below. The next one still makes me laugh when I think about it. I don't even know why, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I should have been able to predict this somehow. Skyrim. People want a Skyrim planet. And I mean, yeah, I kind of want a Skyrim planet too. I mean, to be honest, I want all the Elder Scrolls planets. Or even them all on just one planet. And another Fallout planet. As long as I'm not the poor guy who has to build it all, then sure, I'll have Shanghelios and Reach as well. Maybe even throw in a Death Star and a Cybertron while we're at it. Jesus. I can't really even imagine what this game will look like in 20 years. I know these are incredibly unlikely and work-intensive ideas, but we're just spitballing here, right? Because we're excited. Leave us alone. I want the planet that you'd like to see the most in the comments below. I know I'm missing loads of cool ones. Coruscant. Okay. I'm moving on. Naboo. Anyway, the next one is more than a mere idea. I was talking to someone called Duck2007 who was looking to implement a city they were working on for some other project. I asked if they had any artwork or progress they'd like to share, and they said they weren't quite at that stage unfortunately, but told me it would essentially be like New Alexandria from the Halo series. Obviously any of these mods can fall to the wayside or hit development issues, but if this made it in, it would be absolutely awesome. Best of luck with this, Duck2007. I sincerely hope you find help with those animated LODs you were looking for, and I hope to visit your city one day in the future. One user was asking about the potential for a person to be able to scan their own face and add it to the game. This was a pretty cool idea, so I did some digging around. Turns out there's a few sports games out there do this already, and there's apps that will scan a 3D model of your face on the App Store for about 99 cents. So I think this one's pretty feasible actually. Having a true character builder based on your own real face would be pretty cool. I am, however, slightly worried about where the use cases might lead. Mr. Bean in a GIMP suit as your companion mod just became my sleep paralysis demon, I think. Next up, we have a Grogu companion mod. Great idea. Not really much to say here other than absolutely yes please thank you. Then we have the Firefly mod, someone asking for any space western type stuff, which would probably fit really nicely I think. Even some Cowboy Bebop in there as well. Just the ships and maybe a few characters I think would be a good start, but you can see ways to implement related missions maybe, or possibly there will be like a new life type mod where you can pick a starting class and story for your character with related perks and stuff. The mind just boggles with the possibilities honestly. And lastly, we have Verona. This was basically an advert looking for a team to work on a large-scale cinematic, voice-acted, highly in-depth emotional story project for Starfield. The post reads, Project Verona starts as a drifter story. The main character receives a contract to hunt down an artifact to which, upon further inspection, leads the character into a much more deeper and tangled situation. From what seemed like just a normal contract to explore some ruins, there was inevitably a secret much darker and much more painful to uncover. Genocide, vile actions, politics, the consequences of powerful weapons, bad decisions, and the confrontation between morality, ideology, philosophy, and in the end, the meaning of the actions man has taken, the actions you have taken. I mean, it sounds good. Looks like it will take a year or two if all goes well and they get enough people to fulfill the roles required, and would possibly be around 75 hours long and longer with the cutscenes. These are the types of projects that will really help to extend the life of the game. Hopefully everything will go well with the launch, and the game will be popular enough to continue to fuel interest in the mod community and keep it supplied with fresh blood looking to get into that modding scene. Seeing all the enthusiasm around some of these projects in the game really makes me wish I had stuck in at the modding school, to be honest. But making these vids is turning out to be a really nice way to stay informed about the goings on and help bring some attention to the projects looking for skilled people and eventual downloads. Stay tuned here for more modding news as the game launches and the showcases that should follow. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and remember there's a Patreon and membership stuff if you want to leave a tip. I'll see you in the black 07 guys.
I only need to know one thing.
Anytime, anywhere.